Okay, good morning and welcome to the webinar on why take CELTA in San Sebastian. Today we're going to cover what the CELTA course is, who the CELTA course is for. We're going to talk a little bit about San Sebastian as well, what it's like. We're going to also introduce you to the course tutors for this summer. We're going to talk about what the course consists of, why CELTA and not another qualification, how to succeed on a CELTA course, and how to apply. Okay, so the first thing, CELTA stands for Certificate in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Originally, the A was for adults, okay, because you'll be teaching on the CELTA course over 16s. Yes, you're teaching English to adults over 16. This does not mean that the skills that you learn on a CELTA course are not applicable to other ages as well. It just means that on the CELTA course, you are teaching people who will not give you any classroom management issues. Remember, it's an initial teacher training course, so it's equivalent to an undergraduate teaching qualification. So you'll learn all the basics that you need to know about teaching English. The CELTA course itself is not heavily theory-based, it's heavily practical. And so in this case, your teaching practice is the part of the course which gives you your grade at the end and is part of your continuous assessment. You teach real students from the second day on the course. So in this case, you go right in at the deep end and start teaching, from the second day. You are assessed teaching two different levels. At our course, we have A2 and B2. And so you'll be teaching 2 weeks of one of those levels and 2 weeks at another level. The CELTA is an official Cambridge English qualification, just like all of their language qualifications too. And you get a certificate, and it is something which is required and also accepted all over the world. As I mentioned before, it's an equivalent qualification to an undergraduate degree on the level of qualifications. We are offering this year an intensive 4-week course. And in this 4-week course, there are 120 contact hours. And outside of that, you are expected to work around 80 hours. So 80 hours of self-study. So who is the CELTA course for? The CELTA course is for a variety of different people, and we have many, many different people that do the course with us. So you can be a new teacher with absolutely no classroom experience. You can be a teacher who has had some experience but has no qualification. You can be a teacher with experience who just wants to develop their skills. You might be a teacher who wants to be able to travel and teach English all over the world, and also somebody that wants to develop their career within English language teaching. So we get people here doing the course from a variety of backgrounds, a variety of work that they've done before, whether they're fresh to teaching or not. Everyone can learn something from the CELTA course. So what do you have to have? You have to hold a high C1 or C2 level of English. This is Cambridge Advanced or Proficiency. This is assessed through, obviously, your qualification, but also is assessed through the interview that we do before the course. You have to be over 18 at the start of the course. You have to have some knowledge of English grammar. And the reason for this is that this is a teaching course, not a grammar course. And so in this case, you have to come with some level of awareness of language because you'll be teaching it. If not, you are learning and teaching at a very stressful time, all on the 4 weeks. And you must, it goes without saying, have excellent spoken and written communication in English. You have to speak in class, of course, so you have to have fluent speech, speech with no errors in it, and also written because you'll be writing lesson plans and assignments. And for that, it has to be well written. So let's move on to San Sebastian. Okay, what is it like? So I'm going to show you a very quick video to give you a little taster of what to expect if you come and take your course here in the summer. There we go, some lovely images there from the city. Okay, so what can you expect here? So Donostia, San Sebastian, Donosti obviously in the Basque language, local Basque language, and San Sebastian in Spanish. So it's the capital of the province of Guipúzcoa here in the Basque Country. It's known as Donostia San Sebastian, so it's exactly the same place. It's just that Donosti is in Basque. There is a strong Basque culture, both in gastronomy and traditions. You saw in the video there that there were lots of traditional elements, festivals as well, with the drumming, tamborrada, Semana Grande, which is in August as well. So there's lots and lots of cultural elements here also to enjoy. Everyone here is bilingual Basque and Spanish, and children learn Basque at school. So on the streets of the Basque country, and especially Guipúzcoa and Donostia San Sebastián, you will hear lots of Basque being spoken. It is 30 minutes from the French border. So at any point, if you're here and you fancy popping to France, maybe to Hendaye or somewhere like that, Biarritz, you can just pop across the French border and get a little train as well. In Donostia San Sebastian, there are three sandy beaches for you to choose from. You saw some of them in the video there. We have Hondarreta, we have La Concha, which is the most famous one, and Thurura. And Thurura is one of the beaches that is most famous amongst surfers. And you saw in the video there that there were some people surfing. And so Thurura is one of the beaches that has very good waves, so I'm told. And if you are a keen surfer, it's very, very good, especially in the summer months when the water is a little bit warmer. As well as obviously our coastline here being picturesque, there are lots of really nice coastal villages, like an almost little fishing villages that are not far away. They're a short bus ride away, or if you have a car, then they're very easily drivable along the coast. It's a very, very, very nice coastal. There's some very nice coastal views, very nice villages as well. Lots of places to eat really good seafood, lots of good food in general. The old town, kind of the traditional part that you might associate us with, is full of pincho bars. Remember, pinchos are little, almost like little bites of food, very, very elaborated. So there's lots of elements to them. And so in this case, you have bars, and the bar is just full of pinchos. Pincho actually means stick. So in this case, because each little bit of food was put together with a stick, and at the end, back in the day, you were charged just based on the number of sticks you were left with at the end. Not anymore, sadly. And if you're arriving here from outside the country, then you can get a flight to Bilbao, which is an hour away by direct bus. So you don't have to get lots of connections or anything. Right outside the airport, there is a bus that goes every hour in the winter months and from June, July, August, maybe September as well. It's every half an hour. So very, very convenient and only takes 1 hour to get from the door of the airport to the center of Donostia San Sebastian to our bus station. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few different images now of different parts of San Sebastian. So this is our town hall or ayuntamiento in Spanish. This is a beautiful, beautiful building that is right next to La Concha beach as well. You can see here it's a beautiful day. This is the Bay of La Concha. So you can see here that we've got two very nice elements to look at. Obviously the bay with all the boats. We've also got La Isla Santa Clara. Okay, so in this Santa Clara, you've got there's a boat that goes over there, a ferry that goes over there. There's not much there, just a nice walk. You can sit, there's a little bar there as well. So it's quite nice to take a little trip over there. And then you've got Orwol, which at the top of Orwol, you've got, we call it the Jesus Mountain. So here you can climb right up to the top and you have beautiful views if you look back over the city. Or also if it's a clear day, you can see other parts of the coastline as well, which is really, really beautiful. If you want to get this view, it's really, really good to climb or to go to the top of Igeldo, which I'll show you a picture of in a minute. Okay, this is another picture of the bay. Okay, so we can see here kind of near the port. You can see that we are surrounded by mountains. So Donostia is almost like in a valley. And so here we've got the mountains on either side. You can see some of the buildings actually go up the mountains, but the majority of our city is within that valley. And so this is Egeldo, as I was talking about, and this is a very, very, very old-fashioned amusement park that has been maintained for years and years. If you want to walk, you can walk up to it. It's quite far and steep. But you can also get a funicular railway up to the top, which is really lovely. And once you get to the top, there are lots of fun activities to do. You have a little roller coaster. You have, as you saw in the video, a little boat that goes around the outside with beautiful views. And importantly here, the views are the best of the city. So on a good day, you climb to the top and you get views of the whole coast of the Basque Country and also looking back across the city. This is a picture of the old town, so you can see the church there at the end. So these are narrow streets with bars and shops and everything either side. And this is where you'll find the majority of your pincho bars that you might be familiar with if you look at pictures of Donostia San Sebastian. And this is along the coast, so along the beach. There are lots of places, lovely places to walk here. So if you want to walk all along the three beaches, it's a really lovely walk. This is just going from La Concha, the second beach, to the third beach, Ondarreta. And you can see at the end there, just on the top of the mountain, you can see Urgul with its little castle and the houses there, which go up past the funicular railway. So you can walk all along. It's a very, very nice walk there as well. So, taking it back to CELTA, of course, if you're here, you will be enjoying the views and hopefully, if it's sunny, enjoying your free time in Donostia San Sebastian. Not as much free time as you would like, maybe, when doing the course, but you can still benefit from this maybe some evenings and definitely at the weekends. Okay, so the course tutors. So this year, the information about the tutors, sorry. The first one, tutors, we are very, very experienced teachers. And importantly here, we're not just CELTA tutors, and I think that's really important to point out. We are also teachers throughout the year. So whenever we give you information or we train you and we say, hey, this is a good idea, it's not just because we read it from a book, it's because we know we put this into practice every day during the year. We've had many years of teaching experience, all ages, all levels. And so we put this into practice when we train our CELTA trainees. We are all Delta qualified, so you know that CELTA is the initial teacher training course, almost like the undergraduate degree, and then you've got Delta, which is almost the master's level, and so we all have that qualification. Alongside that qualification, we are specifically trained by Cambridge to run the course, so everybody is vetted every single year, everyone is trained, so you know that you are getting a quality of teaching when you take the CELTA course. We have had over 300 teachers trained in Donostia San Sebastian, which is lovely, over the course of from 2014 to now. So more than 10 years training 300 teachers, and these people are all now working, which is very nice. We are the only CELTA centre in the Basque Country, so you won't find any other accredited centre to run the CELTA in any of the Basque Country. Per course, you will have 2 tutors. In July, you'll have Sam and me, Karen, and then we have Aliona, who is going to be training. And so from next year, she will be one of the CELTA tutors too. And then in August, you have James and Inigo, and I'll show you some pictures in a minute. Your tutors are with you all day, every day. Okay, so it's not something that we just come here, go. No, we want to make you good teachers. So we basically live the CELTA experience with you for 4 weeks. We are with you all day. So all of the 4 weeks, we are with you all the time. Here we are. So in July, you can see there me, and then you've got Sam. So there we are in July. Aliona in the middle, so she will be with us training in July. Then in August, you've got Inigo as the main course tutor and James also in August. Okay. All right, so what does the course consist of? There are 3 elements. There is TP, teaching practice, input, and assignments. So TP, you'll be teaching 6 hours, and this is usually over 8 different classes. And all of these 6 hours are assessed teaching practices. And remember, you are assessed teaching from the second day of the course. You'll be teaching for either 40, 45 minutes or 60 minutes. You will never be teaching assessed for longer than that. But the students usually get a 2 hour lesson. So imagine you have a 2 hour lesson, you'll be teaching part of that lesson assessed. Input. We have input here in the afternoons. So there are 2 input sessions per day, and these are on a mixture of topics related to teaching. Okay, so in the morning here, you guys teach, you're assessed, and in the afternoon, you guys are students, and you sit back and you just absorb all of the information we give you about teaching. Importantly, the input is relevant to your classes, so it's not just theory for the sake of theory, it's something which is relevant to your practical implementation in the classroom. And also, of course, your assignments. So alongside having to do lesson plans in the evening, you also have to write assignments. There are 4 assignments over the 4 weeks of the course. These are all based on classroom practice. They will have a practical element too. The first one is a language-based task, so you have to analyze language. The second one is a case study in which you have to take one of the students that you have been teaching for the first 2 weeks, analyze their strengths and their weaknesses in language. The third one is a materials task in which you have to take a text, an authentic text from the internet or maybe a magazine or a listening, and you have to create a worksheet based on that. And the last one is a reflective piece in which you put together everything you've learned, all the observation you've done, all the feedback over the course, and you have to put that into an assignment based on what you've learned. So why CELTA and not another qualification? So CELTA is an official, as I mentioned, Cambridge English qualification. It is recognised by institutions all over the world. So if you want to teach in Spain, CELTA. If you want to teach in Australia, CELTA. Vietnam, CELTA, okay? They will accept this anywhere in the world. So if you're looking to travel with your qualification or simply looking to get a good job with good conditions anywhere else, then the CELTA is the place to go. The CELTA focuses not so much on just theory and watching, but teaching, practice, and practical implementation of techniques. And this is why in 4 weeks you can go from being not a teacher at all to being a very, very good and an independent teacher. As I mentioned, the CELTA being an official qualification allows you to have more employment opportunities. So if somebody is going for a job with another qualification or a CELTA qualification, the institution is going to choose the CELTA qualification. Some institutions won't even look at your CV without a CELTA qualification. In the 4 weeks, you get intensive training on all aspects of teaching English. So by the end, you'll have a good overview of everything you need to know and ready to go and live your best teaching life wherever you decide to live and to teach. More than anything, it builds confidence. So as you go through the course, you start off, you're obviously very nervous, you're being assessed, but the confidence builds as you get more feedback, as you learn more and you implement more in the classroom. So you're able to really develop your teaching in a way that you know, yes, I'm doing a good job, and you get positive feedback for that as well. It's extremely effective. I mean, due to the number of hours that you have just in 4 weeks, you get a lot of input, a lot of feedback. And so this makes the course extremely effective. And in 4 weeks, you will see a huge, huge difference in your teaching. It's prestigious and world-renowned. As I mentioned, it's recognized by institutions all over the world, so something which on your CV will stand out. And importantly, the CELTA is lots of fun, okay? It really is a good time. 4 weeks in which you will be with people that you've never met before. You'll probably never meet in real life, but people that you'll spend a long time with, and sometimes people that you will make friends with for life. So it's a very, very, very nice experience as well, personally and professionally. How do I succeed on the CELTA course? So importantly, even if you have previous teaching experience, it's important to understand that you don't know everything. No teacher is ever perfect. And so you have to come into this being willing to learn and willing to make mistakes. The only way that you improve is by trying new things and by making mistakes and getting better. Remember, as I said, you have to have a basic level of grammar knowledge. In the interview, we test you on this and the pre-interview task as well. So we let you know if maybe your grammar knowledge is not up to standard. So you have to know your grammar, and if you don't know it, you should learn it. Here, obviously, you are getting the qualification for yourself, but you might be with 11 other people taking the course. You'll be spending a lot of time with them. So it goes without saying that in when you're training and also when you're teaching, that you have to be a good team player, helping each other out, giving each other, cheering each other on if you're feeling a bit down and you're just saying, "Okay, go for it, get to the end of the 4 weeks." Okay, you have to be a good team player as a teacher. Expect the unexpected. Things happen, things go wrong, and it's important to pick yourself back up if you have a bad lesson or maybe your assignment isn't exactly as you wanted it to be. You are feeling a little bit sad, you are feeling stressed and tired, but the important thing isn't to give up. Okay, you must keep going. In maintaining a positive attitude, this kind of goes with don't give up, but it's important to be positive. Okay, so even in those times when you have to improve and you're told things in feedback and you're given some feedback that maybe you don't like, action those, be positive about it. Think this is going to make me a better teacher. If you're unsure, you must ask questions. Remember, I mentioned that the tutors are with you all the time, so you must ask questions if you're not really sure what to do, and the tutors will absolutely help you. Yes, we are here to assess you, but we are also here to make sure that you succeed on the course and that you get the most out of it as possible. Be organized. Okay, this is very, very important. So you must be well organized in order to enjoy the course, but also make sure you get everything done. So in the 4 weeks, you've got lots of elements to contend with. You've got lots of work to do. And so in these 4 weeks, you must make sure that you prioritize things well, that you are organized, keep all of the worksheets that we give you, make sure that you don't lose things, that you keep everything in line on the Google Drive, which is where you want to keep most of your portfolio, your work. And so it's really important to stay organized. Learn from others. So on the course, observation is a really, really, really big practical element, a really big part of the course. So whenever anyone is teaching, all of the other trainees are observing. You observe fellow trainees and you also observe experienced teachers and your tutors on the course as well. And this is because you can learn so much from other people teaching, whether it be experienced teachers or whether it be people that are learning just like you because they would make the same mistakes as you. So you can see how to make things better and also see how different techniques can affect the class and also can affect the students in the class. And so it's really important to see these in action. As I mentioned as well, expect the unexpected. Some days you have bad days, you might have a bad lesson, but don't be too hard on yourself. It's important to pick yourself back up after you've had a bad time or something's gone wrong and make sure that you're kind to yourself as well at the end of the day. And importantly, you must enjoy it. It is a very, very, a very good experience, once in a lifetime experience. So, application. Okay, so in order to apply, you have to go to our website. Okay, you will see here under teacher training, you have CELTA. If you go to CELTA at the bottom, you will see apply. And you have to complete the application form, which includes personal details as well as education details, previous teaching experience, and also you have to put a reference there. Once we've received your application, one of the tutors will contact you as soon as possible. We will send you a pre-interview task, which takes around 45 minutes to complete, and this is something that you can use reference books for if you'd like. And also then after we receive your pre-interview task, we conduct an interview. This interview lasts around an hour. In this interview, we talk about you, your motivation to do CELTA. We look at the pre-interview task. We also talk about the course itself. And there is also a short grammar task that we ask you to do in order to assess your grammar knowledge. This interview can be done online or in person here at our school in Donostia, San Sebastian. So it's not a problem at all if you are not here. In terms of accommodation, if you are not from here as well, we also help people find accommodation. We have homestays, we have a flat that we use in the summer for our CELTA trainees. So if you need accommodation as well and you're not from here, do not stress, just state this in the interview that you would like us to help you look for accommodation. Okay, and so that was like a whirlwind tour of CELTA and Donostia San Sebastian. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any further questions, you can contact me, Karen at london-school.com. You can check out our videos and our testimonials as well from past trainees on our website, celtasansebastian.com. And there you'll find a link also to apply. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, Karen McGhie, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we post every single month different teaching tips, videos, everything you could hope for if you are going to be a teacher. Thank you very, very much for listening. Please do contact us if you have any interest in CELTA, and have a fantastic day. Bye bye.